Hey there, gentlemen. Today, I want to talk about noticing really small things. Now, this struck me as I returned from the range. I was testing a few different guns, making sure they're all zeroed because Mr. Pannone is coming this weekend to my house. We'll be teaching out in Casa Grande, Arizona. It should be lovely. So I'm shooting some guns I haven't used in a while, and that's this pair of CZs. Now, this guy here, I shot this one a fair bit last year and earlier this year. It's got these flat Shadow 2 grips on it from, I think these are, I forget, I think these are lock grips. I don't remember exactly. But as you can see, they're really, really flat. Nice texture to them. They don't add a lot of weight. So I've gone through a phase with these Shadows shooting heavy brass grips of different configurations, palm swelled grips, not palm swelled, this whole thing. And I really feel like I shoot these flat ones the best. Now, do they add weight to the gun? No. The gun feels a little bit front heavy, so I don't really like the balance. But everything else about it I like. The overall weight is fine. I don't At this point I don't really believe the gun needs to be heavier. It does soften it up some, but you really pay for it on the transitions. Anyway, I feel like I shoot this gun pretty well. And, testing it today, I'm like, yeah, it's all good. Great. Now, this gun here, I have not shot that much. I think I kind of gave up on these things right when I got these grips. Now, these are brass grips, but no palm swell. But at the same time, they're just just. I don't think you can tell on camera, but they are just a bit thicker. Yeah, we can't tell. Maybe we can. Yeah, you kind of can, depending on the angle. Yeah, these are just a hair thicker on the brass ones. And to the way that the gun feels in my hand just subjectively when I grab it, these grips really do feel the best. They really do. A little extra thickness to them means like when I roll my support hand on, I don't have to clamp in quite as hard in order to have a firm connection with the gun. It does like the feel of them being slightly thicker is nice. Now the only real difference here is that you'll see my finger doesn't fall in quite the same spot on the trigger shoe. So if we look here, you'll see, well, you can see where my finger falls on the shoe, and it just changes here. You can see now my finger gets around the trigger, and instead of being at that, like at an angle, like I can actually get sort of in front of the trigger, and it's easier to pull it straight back. Like it was amazing to me shooting these side by side today. Like this gun, I had to be extremely attentive when I fired the gun in double action mode. I had to be extremely attentive. Or let's see if I can replicate it. You'll see it here. You can see the gun blips high and right if I just rip the trigger back carelessly. Not that I would do that, but it does blip high right if I am careless with it. Here, just that just that slight difference, I can run this trigger back really aggressively, and I'm not inclined to shift the gun up high. It was amazing to me to see this difference. I mean, I can see it really clearly because I've been off these guns for so long. So when I come back to them, like the little nuances, the little differences jump out at me, and I am not trying to, overcome that stuff with training. I'm just, experiencing it. Again, the difference just in the grip panels, which is amazing. It really is. It um I guess it reminds me that it's like being able to change the grip panels on these guns is excellent. It really is super. It changes things a lot, and it makes it so you can get the gun set up for your exact hand size. Now, one other downside on this gun, this SRO is on the fritz. It's it's not really flickering, but it's turned off a couple times, and then I tighten up the battery cap, and it turns back on. I am not thinking that this SRO is long for this world. Luckily, luckily, you pull it out. I've got a backup SRO right here. I like to keep backup optics around in case I need one. And luckily, like I said, I've got one right here. If I didn't have this one, maybe I'd use a Ronin Tactics dot, which I have ordered. So I suspect I'll need to change this optic soon. Anyway, noticing the small things today, and it was a good day for training for sure.